Hello trader, XAUUSD jumping into the last week of the month, and as this is the last week, there will be monthly close coming up, and looks like that this instrument is preparing for potential further movement as volatility will increase with the monthly close. We can expect now significant trading opportunity on the lower time frame. So before we look at how we can enter, let's first of all look bigger picture and monthly chart. First of all, we'll be looking at, though we will not be entering any trade on the monthly, but once we see the bigger picture, it becomes easier to see the smaller picture. That means that entry bias on the lower time frame. So monthly price action, as we are almost ending to the month, we can see that this monthly candlestick pattern is quite bullish so far. Once the market open, if we look at the lower shadow and the upper shadow of this monthly candlestick pattern, we can see that the lower shadow is very smaller. That means that the buyers were stronger, the sellers couldn't create any new lower low. Instead, once the gap opened, there was a massive gap open that we have seen in the beginning of the month, and the market started to jump to the upside, and sellers really struggling to drop that price. So that's the sign that the market may still remain bullish. Now this is the previous monthly resistance, which is the previous monthly high, which is here turning support, and we can see that the sellers couldn't drop that low. Instead, past week we saw the last session there was a break of structure, and the market in fact bounced back again to create a new higher high here. Now if we drop down to the weekly chart, this weekly candlestick pattern is just closed here, and with that weekly close we can see there is a long wick at the top as well. There's a healthy body, and this weekly price action that we can expect it to bounce back again, as we can consider this one is a bounce pullback to the support, and from there we see that market again preparing for another break to the upside. And therefore, from the weekly perspective, this is the previous weekly high here as well. What we can expect for the market to retest and then to return back again to create a new higher high. So this is the weekly resistance, which is turning support here, and we saw that in the lower time frame we can spot that level to be tested, and we saw that there was in fact a strong buying pressure. And this week, what I think that if we look at also the overall long term picture, we can see that this is a very strongly bull market. We saw there was a break of structure here that has given a stronger momentum on XAUUSD, and this week here we can see the market is in fact in that bull market. So let's see the daily chart, how the price is doing. Now from the daily, this is pretty strongly bull market, starting with this daily bullish engulfer. After this inverted head and shoulder, the market had a strong breakout followed by this dodgy formation here, and we saw that there is another breakout. Last day of trading week, there was in fact a break of structure. The market has tested this previous resistance here, which is turning support here, form that long wick candle, and with that long wick candle formation on XAUUSD currently showing that potential bullish impulse here. And that long wick represents that whenever the market is coming down in that uptrend, buyers coming into the market. So from that perspective, we can expect a daily chart the market to potentially bounce before the monthly close to again another new impulse to the upside. So this is a first impulse on the daily, narrow pullback, and we see another impulse, deeper pullback, and we might see that another new higher high possible. And according to Elliott wave, we see that this is the second wave. So in the third wave, as we can see, this is deepens. We might see that before the monthly close another impulse, potentially later break of structure, but at the moment this is the previous swing high that we can expect to break before the monthly close on XAUUSD. So looking at the intraday time frame here, this is a very interesting candlestick pattern has formed. If you guys look at here, we can see that last day of trading week, this candle is quite important, as it has broken from this structure against the trend, and the ATR value of this candle is more than 2 ATR. So if you look at here, it's almost 150 p volatility here. And if we look at the individual candlestick pattern here, we see this has moved almost 375 pip individually in that session, which is more than 2.5 ATR. And we saw that the long week candle has formed, and also it perfectly tested this zone here, which is the resistance. Turning support penetrated that, closed above as a long week candle. So therefore this level could be respected, and we can consider it as swing low here. So in an uptrend, once we see that impulse correction, so we saw that the price tested the swing low, swing high as a support, and it has got a rejection. So we can expect it to be respected and then to create a new higher high here. So if we look at for the entry that we might use on the 15-minute chart here, we see the market. This is the local uptrend here, and this is where the neckline of this previous order block. So in the first move with the market open, expecting for the market after initial pullback here, this is the zone that I'll be targeting with the market open to see the market has grab liquidity. And once we see the market has grabbed the liquidity here, that's where we will be looking for entry opportunity on XAUUSD. As soon as we will find suitable entry, we will be looking to enter buy here. And this is the zone that where as you can see in this lower time frame, the market was respecting, maintaining that series of lower high. And this is where once we see the market has maintained that series of lower high, if it breaks that high, either we could see another wave of drop for a pullback or potentially trend continuation. So the first target here will be in that zone. And once we see the market manage to break above and candle close above, we will be looking for the second trade to the upside to this resistance line to create a new higher high. Traders, hope that you enjoyed this education and analysis. If you enjoyed, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more updates and education that I'm posting every single day. In addition to that, also currently going on 95% off on joining the VIP program in the mentorship, which is ending very soon. So you can find link below this video for more updates. Also stay connected by joining the free Telegram channel. Thank you, and I'll see you soon in my next analysis.